For 38 minutes it was. And then we give up the shorthanded goal at the end of the second because it was a 4-0 game. They had, I think, 11 shots. And I really liked the way that we were playing. And, they score the goal, probably gives them a little bit of life. And we still had an opportunity starting the third period. I don't want to get too deflated. It was a huge win for the hockey team. It was a huge win for the guys. Big game. Challenged them, this afternoon, needing more from individuals. And I think we got that tonight. But I thought we mismanaged the third period.
6 goals during that 3-game skid. You get 5 tonight. Obviously, that was somewhat of the key to. That was Sorry.
Try again. 6 goals during that 3-game skid. You get 5 tonight. That was obviously a big key during that winning streak. Was at least 3 goals every game. How nice was it to see the guys get that confidence back and find the back of the net?
It was good, obviously, to score goals. We scored a little bit different ways. A shorthanded goal to start off gave our team some life. And then Johansen, he stepped up. I thought Joey had a big game for us tonight. There were other guys that stepped forward too. Obviously, Bob in the third period. Our penalty kill was very good versus a really difficult power play. And there's just a couple little things too. A couple big block shots in the third period. It's a 5-2 game, I think, and Derek MacKenzie has a big block. Cam has a big block. Corey Trop has a big block. So that's what you want to see. You talk about character. In a 5-2 game, you're getting in front of those shots, and to me that says a lot.
You actually led me to the question about Ryan Johansen. What was unique about him tonight? What was special? He's obviously a gifted player, but was there something additional you saw in him tonight? I
thought he skated and worked. That was probably the biggest difference from the previous game. Getting involved in the game, when you skate and you work, you usually have the puck, or you're close to the puck. And Joey's a talented guy, big and reach and vision, and he can. It's all there. And when you skate and you work, now you're able to make plays, and whether it's you making plays as far as opportunities at the net or setting up other guys, and he did that tonight.
Todd Ovechkin -5 tonight. He's -9 against you this season. Something you're doing against him, or do you like the way you've played specifically against him, or are you giving him special treatment, anything?
It was no special. The only special treatment was when they had the power play that we really, pointed out some things. There's a couple face-off plays that they'll try, or they'll position them on face-offs in the offensive zone, their offensive zone, our defensive zone, that you just got to make note of. But it wasn't, a particular game plan 5-on-5 that we have to do this or that to try to shut him down. But I thought our forwards did a great job. Our defense too. But I thought our forwards did a great job of good back pressure on them. They're a rush team, and I think we were able to eliminate a lot of opportunities off the rush by our back pressure by our forwards, which allowed our defensemen to have a good gap and stay up and challenge them at the blue line.
McKinsey's goal tonight in a game like this, when you've lost 3 in a row, how important is the big goal, and how much did your play sort of settle down after that?
To me, it was a huge goal because it was the first goal of the game, and I think when you're searching for wins, getting ahead instead of behind and chasing the game, it gave our team some confidence, especially on their power play, because again their power play is dangerous. And you felt at that point you're +1 against their power play.
When we walked into the locker room, the loud music wasn't on. There weren't guys backslapping and happy. Is that a tone that's being set with this team, that you get one win? This is business. Let's not celebrate too much. It was just kind of different walking in there, and the music's not blaring, and the guys aren't happy. And
I'm not sure about their attitude or their thoughts after the game. I kind of passed along to them that we needed to be better in the third period, and it's something that we got to learn going forward. We've had for the most part over 2 years, I don't know how many games of hockey, our third periods are usually pretty good as far as when we go into a third period with a lead and being able to close it out. And we were able to do that tonight, but we've had some games this year where we've lost it in the third period, and the Philadelphia game, the Carolina game just recently. And that's one thing that you have to, when you got a lead after 2 periods, you want to be able to close the game out and the right way. And we did close it out tonight, but to me we just mismanaged it, and that's a learning point that we gotta get from this game, because we're going to find ourselves again, with the lead going into the third, and some of it is doing it the repetition and developing the right habits with a lead in the third period that gives you confidence. And there's going to be a big game down the line here, and I'd like our guys to have some confidence going into the third period.
You touched on challenging the team earlier in the day. What kind of situations, I guess, bring that out where you have to go to is it a state of emergency type thing?
No, it's not a state of emergency. It's just, I think, understanding the importance of the game. It should be right now a playoff mentality. I mean, I don't know how the standings are going to look tomorrow morning, and we aren't playing tomorrow. And I guarantee you wake up on Saturday and we're going to move probably down if obviously other teams are playing. That's just, Eastern teams are going to play Eastern teams, and every night you don't play, it's going to change. And so this game against a team that had won 2 in a row, and I think was playing some pretty good hockey, tied within points in the standings. This was a huge game for us, and I think our mentality now, and maybe that's one reason why the room was a little bit quiet, that players are maybe understanding the importance of these games, the magnitude of these games.